how did we get here to the Novaturients podcast and looking to 2024, which already in 2023, I've already seen success. So all the other previous years, you're going to see me post on social media, my Instagram, where's Maldo and Rich Crypto Kings are my IG handles, and then on Facebook, I'm under Rich Maldonado, and you'll see me as the Bitcoin Whisperer entrepreneur. Um, so those are my social media links. I don't use anything else right now, and so for 2023, what happened was I signed a major deal that it's phenomenal. It's more than I expected as the when I created Crypto Kings. And let me get to the point on this. This is a intellectual property that I created back in 2018. The script and the screenplay, which was written by Ben Gross, so I got to give him proper credit there. Um, Me being a visionary, being able to see down the quarter of having a goal and a plan where I need to be, the roadmap in my mind, in my heart, that gives me the drive and the passion in my heart to do these things no matter what happens. I never quit because when you know where you're going and you pretty much got the high beams and headlights on, you can see where you're going, even though it's a dark period and the journey's long. So again, the IP was created by the name Crypto Kings and Lambo Land. They were launched in 2018, and the movie script was written in 2019, the following year. So, with that said, um, since I'm the creator of the whole Crypto Kings entity, which is not only a movie, but it's digital products for Crypto Kings. And digital means anything you can stream, do online through the internet. You have to convert it to a digital format and boom, you send it out. So emails, money, anything that moves quickly will have a digital name in front of it or digital connotation. So, digital marketing, digital money, digital art, which are your NFT tokens nowadays. All that are digital products, and Crypto Kings will be paving the way with everything digital because it's going to be wild when we go online with our metaverse, and in the metaverse, which is digital streaming, and you can get in there and use a bunch of AR, augmented reality, and VR, visual, the goggles and stuff like that for visual reality, and it's just going to be phenomenal. So all these products are planned, digital gaming, online search for Satoshi video game, and also we will be creating a gaming slot machine type for to be featured in Las Vegas at one of the hotels that we that already moves in digital currency payouts. So we'll be there and having a Crypto Kings slot machine. Okay, um, so part of the successes in 2023 are again, here's what I was going to show you guys. I have actually, I know it's going to look backwards because of the cameras facing me, but here's one contract from Exodus Entertainment Bancor. Bancor means Bancor Bank. $30 million contract deal right there for production of Crypto Kings. Here is a movie securitization agreement from Mark Deschanel. I'll tell you a little bit about Mark Deschanel. Back in 1992, he's been doing these IPOs, which are initial public offerings. If you saw the Wolf of Wall Street movie It talked about Steve Madden and that whole shoe company and accessories line uh, that they are known for today, Steve Madden. In the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort did an IPO, initial public offering listing to make Steve Madden Company what they are today. So Mark Deschanel's been doing IPOs, and he's done it 120, no, 179 times before, and this will be technically 180 for him. And but I said technically, it's initial price offering or public offering IPO, but it is for securitization of an intellectual property of the movie. So it's actually called a initial IPRO offering, and that's how we're going to move. First time ever in Nasdaq history and Wall Street funding of public offerings where you have shares available on a movie, and that's what it meant. And Mark Deschanel literally wrote the book on this. He just gave me his latest copy. IPO your SPAC, IPOs and SPACs, special acquisition or special projects acquisition company. So um, if you make enough money, you can actually buy the entity. In this case, we plan on buying studios through SPACs and acquiring them by leveraging our shares and all the money we generate from Wall Street. Anyways, he autographed this book. This book was just published about 2 weeks ago. It came out. It's his 40th novel or book on the subject of Wall Street funding and institutional funding. And in here, he talks about let me read it. For my brother Richard, with all my gratitude for your support, because I like what he does, and my commitment to Crypto Kings. So he signed this days before he gave me this contract. This contract is to my LLC, and I have two corporations for Crypto Kings. I have Crypto Kings or CK Entertainment Group. I had to change the name because everyone before I got here to this point couldn't take the heat, and everyone's bailed on me. So I'm doing this alone, but with help. But when I say alone, I am my own boss. I've created this, and I'm calling the shots. So before, people that I gave leverage to or the reins to run things for Crypto Kings on a corporate level have always kept me in the dark. I was never allowed to participate in high level meetings with other investors and other people that would coalesce together for the name Crypto Kings. I appointed people in the CEO position and finance, and for some reason they always kept me in the dark, and I really feel that it was because I was not to know how much money they were accumulating for themselves. So I would never see contract agreements. It was all the kickback stuff, all the shady backroom deals that you hear about. That's why I was kept in the dark on my own intellectual property. Again, doing this since 2018. It took me 5 years to get here. Uh, so 2023 is 5 years, and people are using that to beat me up. Hey, why is it taking so long? How long does it take? I got news for you folks. There are other projects and that have taken a longer time. The average is about 10 years. You do a movie, the average is 10 years, but in the range of 7 to 12 years, it'll take from the beginning of a thought and trying to motivate all the investors, the money, the development capital, getting all attachments, which is your movie stars and talent, all that takes time. And so, thankfully, though, it's only taken me 5 years. So I did it in half the time. So, and then another thing is that people will beat me on is that, but thank God that I have evidence that I started this in 2018. I have my IMBD profile for the name Crypto Kings before the script was ever written was launched in November 2018. Script was written, I think, in April. First draft was completed by April of 2019. So you got 6 months ahead of time that the Crypto Kings name was first registered for public use. Not only that, I have it in social media with Yvonne Parker and other people we were talking about at that time with Richard Greenberg, who was the lead producer at that time. And we've been doing this since 2018 in a social media format of talking about Crypto Kings, well before the script was ever born. Okay. So the good thing is, I did this in 2018. Not only that, I minted the cryptocurrency, the coins, uh, and I put in there the word Lamboland, the word Crypto Kings. So it's minted in the blockchain forever, and you can't change it. There's no going back. So my timestamps are official. They're the first public use of the names. So therefore, they evidence strongly a timeline that I own these intellectual properties. I am the sole creator of that, and no one can take that away from me. So it's a digital copyright. And right now, until everybody's made whole and for all their earlier investments, then we will copyright everything for ourselves under the Crypto Kings banner. Crypto Kings entity has already been set at a corporate level to be able to receive funds. And again, back to this contract. This contract states that Mark Deschanel, who is the head of Intellectual Property Securities Corporation in New York, um, is contracting with CK Film Company, an LLC based in Wyoming. That's another interesting thing. I registered in Wyoming 3 years ago, uh, actually longer than that, since 2019. Uh, we incorporated in Wyoming because Wyoming is a crypto friendly state. And they have a law that they launched in 2019, their banking law, is that the banks are required and chartered now to treat cryptocurrency the same as cash. So when that happened, I foresaw where I wanted to go. So 5 years ago or 4 years ago, we incorporated in Wyoming because we're cryptocurrency. I mean, the movie Crypto Kings, you guys get it? So that's part of the vision that I had, the roadmap. I knew what to do years ago to be set up for success in 2024. So we have the movie, we have Lamboland, the TV series, all that born in 2018, and then the bank accounts, the corporation located in Wyoming for banking, and then I just recently expanded the corporation into California earlier this year. So um, we're ready to receive funds, and here are my wiring instructions to receive. Again, according to this contract, it says here, whereas the issuer desires to finance the movie called Crypto Kings for a global budget, including promotion and advertising, USD $120 million. And It's here, and it even spells it out, $120 million, so that there's no mistake of what that amount of money is. And again, it explains why so much money, because the movie budget's 50 million, and then we plan on doing a sequel. We have to pay for marketing, and we have to uh, pay our own distribution. So with that said, I am in full control of how, because we have enough money that I don't have to depend on anyone. Even though I'm an independent filmmaker, I just, in essence, became my own studio with that amount of money. So instead of partnering up with the marketers and distributors, I get to hire and pay them in advance, and I get to keep 100% of the profits. They make money for their services. So, um, also, Crypto Kings, what sold Mark Deschanel on this contract is because I gave him the pitch deck for Crypto Kings. Now, what we used on the pitch deck was artificial intelligence. I think it was the chatbot AI. But anyways, AI was used to compose a pitch deck. Pitch deck is required for most movies. It gives you an opportunity to put in digital format, so you can email and send it about digital again. um, a PowerPoint presentation of what your film's going to look like, all the information for investors to see how, what the rate of return is going to be on their investment. So we put together a phenomenal pitch deck, and it's only been used a couple of times in this industry, but mainly Light Chaser Pictures Studio made a pitch deck, and they are DGA, which is Directors Guild of America, and PGA, Producers Guild of America members, union people, directors, and producers got together, formulated a company to do filmmakers to make pitch decks for the film industry, for film investors to look at. So there's one other update right there. This was done. And as soon as Mark Deschanel, uh, I gave him the pitch deck, the link to it, he opened it up. Next day, he tells me, I want to fund your movie. So all the people that participated in helping me get this pitch deck done, the value of the pitch deck was about $20,000. And they have on their website, they have different scales of, I think, 12 to $18,000 for one level. Then it goes up to 50,000, up to $100,000. It's like, this is the movie industry. It sounds like a lot of money to all of us that are outside, all the layman people, but these are actual costs. And when you're talking millions and millions of dollars to raise, it takes a fortune to make a movie done the right way, not low budget. We're talking about studio quality films to be shown in the theaters around the world. You're going to spend tens of millions of dollars to get there, not only for the film, but for the marketing. And the marketing usually is about half, 50% of the film's budget. So, on that topic of how much money it really takes, Crypto King's budget is about $50 million. You got to estimate about 50% in marketing, which is called P&A, print and advertising, or publicity and advertising. So all that is marketing, and the rule of thumb is about 50%. Half of your movie budget will be reflected in marketing. So you got 50 million for a budget, 25 million for marketing. So you're looking at 75 million all in. And then the third prong you need your movie project, you need marketing, then you need distribution to be able to get it out there into the world through either uh, the first window, which will be your exhibitors, which is another fancy name for the theaters. So your exhibitors. Then second window, another fancy industry term, will be all your online streaming and digital um, marketing for DVD sales and online streaming, again, in all different formats. So that's your second window. So there's money to be made at the theater, what we call butts and seats, which are ticket sales, and then you're streaming through Amazon, Hulu, HBO Max, all the major Paramount. Whoever wants to showcase your movie and make money online, it'll get done. So again, millions and millions of dollars that the average person cannot even afford to even get on board with me. So I'm just giving you guys the headwinds that I've been involved with and contending with in dealing with money and uh, being responsible for raising lots of it. So those that are outside of what I'm doing are always like skeptical about everything that's been going on with funding. And so, again, I have a contract right here, wiring instructions to get ready to receive 30 million on the first round, $120 million to get not only the movie done and paid for. So that 30 million that I have on this other contract from Kevin Kinsey, uh, Exodus Entertainment Group, Bancorp, $30 million contract. Uh, I get to pay back that 30 million that was used for the movie, and use the 120 million here to pay for that movie and get the rights restored. So I control everything and become a studio, which is going to be known as Crypto Kings Film Co. So all that's already set up to be able to receive. Again, I got the banking instructions, all with these contracts. I got two corporate entities that will get funded in the first quarter of 2024. First quarter, what does that mean? That means from January to March. Those 3 months is the first quarter, financially speaking. And what's going to happen in the first quarter is, according to the guy that wrote the book on how to do this, we are launching the first ever IPO structure for a movie. And Crypto Kings will be will have that preeminence of breaking history with not only Wall Street but Hollywood. This has never been done before, and what we accomplish, what we achieved to accomplish here is this: we're becoming a full-blown investment bank to investors and filmmakers. So let me put this correct for you guys. What I'm saying is through Mark Deschanel and Crypto Kings Entertainment Group and Crypto Kings Film Company, we are accepting films, uh, but they have to be of a quality to qualify for public funding. So for the first time, we're going to the public and we're issuing shares, stocks, certificates, you name it, for public use and raising public funds. And here's the kicker: everything's all protected, everything's licensed, everything's credentialed, and passes muster for SEC approval. So we have SEC approval, SEC Securities and Exchange Commission, for to launch IPSC, Intellectual Property Securities Corporation, is the ticker name on NASDAQ, and it creates the first ever marketplace for investors to go and invest in films, music, copyrights, anything that's an IP and intellectual property. So That's why I went back to enforce that I created the IPs back in 2018, and I minted them in the blockchain record in 2018. No one can take these IPs away from me. It proves that I created this. I'm the only one that holds the copyrights to everything. And over since like 2019 up to recently, I've had people try to snag away some portions thereof, claiming rights, or that they came up with the idea of Crypto Kings or Lambo Land. And honestly, I just have to put it out there in public that all these people that are trying to claim rights or dibs on the Crypto Kings name, I met in 2019 as a result of the movie script being born. Everybody started coming to me. People try to place themselves in a creative format with me. It's almost like being married. As soon as you get married, everything becomes community property between the two, and then on the divorce, you have to settle. Well, not you. The court has to settle and divide up whatever assets came into the marriage or the relationship during that term. So that's what I have going on with me. People that know me, or in friendships, those type of relationships, business relationships. I mean, there was even um, the question of people that I contracted under. The thing is, they walked away. Bye bye. That's what they did. So, you know, I took it really hard, but guess what? You guys are going to feel double the pain when you realize you guys did this to yourself. You know who I'm talking to. I don't want to mention names, but you guys secretly look at me, follow me. So you're trolling what I'm doing, but you are going to be sorely missed at your mistakes of walking away when this thing is bigger than any one of us ever expected. Okay. So bye bye, Felicia. What do you want me to do? Kiss your butts for keeping me in the dark, not letting me know what's going on. And then whenever I contended with you guys couldn't take the heat, and you guys all walked away.